Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Easy. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Jones wants to throw it. He's got him.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
And the Gators are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unloads quickly. On his feet at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Throwing right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Jones to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Moss. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing failed.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Complete to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And what really made that corner route work was the receiver not telegraphing where he was going. He kept his eyes down the field. So the DB in man coverage didn't know if he was breaking inside, if he was going to continue running straight, maybe going to the post, maybe turning around for a curl. It was the corner route, though, and as a result, they pick up a big chunk of yards.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Martin.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a crease. It's Savage. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. Look out, he's got room. Past the first down marker and still running. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Tigers are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Jones to throw. Lobs it off the back foot. Picked off. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They'll go back to work on offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
They punted away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Finds his man, it's Kane. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Takes the handoff. It's Savage. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job on the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Nice job going for it on 4th down. You pick up the first. You've got the ball at the 1-yard line. Let's just run the ball again right here.
And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Gators in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Gators decide to punt it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner is stopped. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Little touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a...
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Stands in and takes the hit. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime. They couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But Their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They've got it at the 37. It's looking downfield on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Moss. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using his feet. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Martin. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the marker, it's Moss. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets into the 48.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Gators are marching down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. There as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards. Help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical clinical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking left. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. On the run, it's Savage. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Auburn.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The run to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. It hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators moving quickly to the line. He'll throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Gators are on the move. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. The snap sets up the throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Auburn 21, Florida 16.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Stepping up to help this defense on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They kick it away on fourth down. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it. And the offense should be able to run out the clock. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.